Welcome, friends. And in this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to solve this math Olympiad exponential equation. It is very simple but tricky, okay? So at the end of the solution, we are going to check to know if it is truly the right solution. Now, let's do it together. So we're going to begin this with solution, okay? Now, what do? You observe that this is multiplying. And each time you have a number to the power of n multiplying itself, okay, when you have it this way, it simply means m to the power of a to the power of m is raised to the power of 2. Did you see that? Meaning that this is 2. Okay, so in that case, for this, we are going to have 4 to the power of x will be raised to the power of 2. Did you see that? Then is equal to 48. Now what do? This is going to give us, we are going to have, just remember this rule of exponent, which says that when you have a to the power of m raised to the power of n, it simply means a to the power of mn, which can also be written as a to the power of n then raised to the power of m. These three are the same. So let's apply this here. To do that, we are going to now have, this will be 4 to the power of x. We multiply this to give us 2x, okay, and is equal to 48. Now what do? This is also the same. If you watch this, it is the same as 4 to the power of 2 to the power of x is equal to 48. Did you say that? So what it means is that 4 to the power of 2 will give us 4 multiplied 2 times to give us 16. So we have 16 for this, and is raised to the power of x. Did you see what we did? And is equal to 48. Now what do? Just take the log of both sides to have log of 16 to the power of x is equal to log of 48. Now remember this rule, that if you have log a to the power of x, the power multiplies the log, so it's giving you x log a, okay? So this is our guide. Now if you apply it here, you are going to now have this x multiplied, so we have x log 16 is equal to log of 48. Now divide both sides by log of 16 so that you can get your x. And if you do that, we are going to now have this will cancel out, so to now have x is equal to log of 48 divided by log of 16. Don't be too fast to conclude that this is your answer. This answer is not simplified. So what do? What you are going to do at this point, remember, no calculator is needed. So what you do here is you are going to simplify this. And to simplify, 48 is the same as what? 16 multiplied by 3. I hope you are seeing what we're doing. Then divided by log of 16. So what do? Remember this rule of your logarithm that says log of a multiplied by b is the same as log of a plus log of b. Did you see that? So applying this rule here, this is giving us, so we're going to have x is equal to log of 16, okay, then plus log of 3. I hope you are with me. Then divided by log of 16. So what do? This denominator can divide the both. So we're going to have x is equal to log of 16 all divided by log of 16 plus log of 3 divided by log of 16. Interesting. Now what do? You observe that these two are the same, so you can cancel it. And when a number divides itself, please remember to write 1. Okay, so 1 is here, 1 is here. So our x is equal to 1 plus. Now this, we need to simplify this. 16 is not yet simplified. So we can have it as log of 3 divided by log of 16 is the same thing as 4 raised to power of 2, 4 multiplied 2 times, okay, which is the same as, you can also write it as 2 multiplied 4 times. So let's choose the simplified form, which is this, okay? So we can now take this to be 16. So we're going to have 2 to the power of 4, replacing the value of 16. From here, we're going to now have x is equal to 1 plus. Now, this power, like we said, multiplies the log. Okay, so we have log 3 all divided by log of, this is 2. The power multiplies the log. Did you see that? So it's going to be 4 log 2. Now, what will be your value of x? Your x is equal to 1 plus, please be careful at this point. Okay, remember that the coefficient of this log here is 1. So in that case, this one here, you bring it down. So it's going to be quarter. So we're going to have quarter of log of 3, then log of 2. I hope you are seeing what we're doing. Then also know finally that when you have log of A divided by log of B, it is log of A base B, change of base rule. Okay, so apply this here so that you simplify your answer to the lowest form. We have x is equal to 1 plus quarter of log of 3. Okay, then this becomes the base, so we have base 2. Now when you look at this, you observe that this number is already in the lowest form, nothing can divide it, so this becomes the true value of x. Now we're going to check to know if we put this value of x at the left side, will it be equal to 48? To do that, we are going to begin with, let's check. So we have 4 to the power of this. So we have 1 plus quarter of log of 3 base 2, okay, multiplied by the same value, 1 plus quarter of log 3 base 2. To simplify this, remember this rule of exponent that says a to the power of m multiply a to the power of n. Okay, it gives you a to the power of m plus n, meaning that each time you are multiplying this, okay, the same in exponents, okay, with different, the same base with different exponents, what it means, you are going to turn the multiplication sign to addition. Now observe that this is in this form, so let's split it to be in the multiplicative form. And if you do that, you are going to have, from here we have it that from this point we are going to now have 4. Okay, this, watch this. Okay, this is going to be your m, so we have 4 to the power of m multiplied by 4, okay, the same base, raised to power of quarter of log 3 base 2. Did you see what we just did there? Then plus the same thing, repeat it. Okay, so we have 4 to the power of 1 multiplied by this. Now if you simplify this again, what do you have? Remember that 4 to the power of 1 is 4. Okay, for this, what do you do? Let me show you. Just remember this rule. Remember that when you have a to the power of log of x base a, the base of the log and the general base are the same, your answer is going to be this x. Okay, the anti-logarithm rule. So can we apply this in simplifying this? Observe that the base of the log and the general base should be equal, but when you look at this base of the log, it's not the same thing with what we have here. Now let me teach you what you will do. So we're going to have, for this, to make this to be the same, see what you will do. Okay, so we have 4 raised to power quarter of log 3 base 2. What do you do? Let's change this 4 to a base of 2. 4 can be changed to this, to base 2, and if you do that, it is 2 to the power of 2. Okay, is raised to the power of quarter log of 3 base 2. Did you see that? Remember that a to the power of m to the power of n is a to the power of mn. Okay, now if you apply it here, you are going to have 2 to the power of, this will multiply this, and when 2 multiplies quarter, it gives us half. Okay, so this is what we have. Now you see, but there is a number here. If you watch, there is no number, the coefficient is 1, so this number here becomes the power of the log. Okay, remember this is 3 here. Okay, so what it means is that you are going to have 2 to the power of log of 3 raised to the power of half, then base 2. At this point, this and this have become the same, just like this. So your answer is going to be this x. So here we are going to have 3 at raised to power of half. Okay, which is the same thing as square root of 3. Now, what it means is that for simplifying this, this is what we have. So substitute this here. We're going to have, so let's substitute. Okay, so we're going to now have 4 to the power of 1, which is 4, okay, is multiplied by this. We simplified it to be this, so we have root 3. Okay, please remember that what we have here is multiplication. Watch it, is multiplication, so let's correct it. So what we have is multiplication, okay, then multiply by, this is also 4. The whole of this gave us root 3, so we also replace at root 3. I hope you are seeing what we are doing. Now, what do you, if you multiply this, it gives you 4 root 3, then multiply by 4 root 3. And when you multiply 4, we multiply 4 to give us 16. And this root 3 will multiply itself to give us root 3 to the power of 2. So this gives us, we now have 16. This square cancels the square root to give us 3. And when you multiply this, it gives us 48. And that is what we have at the right side. So you see that our answer, so what is our conclusion? We are concluding that the solution to this, we have it that our x, so we conclude that x is equal to 1 plus quarter of log 3 base 2. And that is our answer, which is correct. I hope this really helps you a lot. Let's know how much you enjoyed it in the comment section, and don't forget to share for more people to learn with you. Subscribe for the more tips, and remember to give this tutorial a thumbs up, and we'll see you in our next class to tell you more. Till then, bye bye.